Day number 4, Chicago Bears training camp is in the books, and it seems like it was Caleb Williams' best day of practice so far, according to reports. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears training camp update video, which I'll be doing every single day of training camp this year. So subscribe to my channel if you guys want the daily training camp updates. Tomorrow we don't have practice. The Bears will be off tomorrow, so no video tomorrow, but I'll be back with the videos on Thursday, and I actually will be at practice myself on Saturday, so hope to meet some of you guys there if you guys are going. And I cannot wait to see practice for myself, because right now I'm kind of relying on the media reports and the people there, but cannot wait to see Caleb for myself and see how he is doing. But yeah, talking about practice today, guys, it seems like, according to most reports, the offense had a little bit better of a day than the defense, but the defense definitely did still make their handful of plays, so it wasn't like entirely won by the offense, but I definitely saw more positive reports about Caleb Williams and the offense today than I did about the Bears defense, which love to see that, right? Because we already know how good the Bears defense is. We're more concerned about how quickly the Bears offense is going to be good. Okay, we know the Bears offense has pieces on it, but how quickly can we become good, especially with the rookie quarterback? But Caleb so far in camp has shown a lot of positive signs that he is ready to start playing football right now, and he's ready to start winning football games right now. Obviously, it's only practice. Don't overreact too much, but there's a lot of positive stuff coming out of Caleb Williams. Pause first of all, but there's a lot of positive reports, I should say, coming around Caleb Williams. Talking about the injuries, first of all, from practice today. So, according to Josh Schrock, Keenan Allen and Mercedes Lewis had vet days today and did not practice. Totally understandable. They're both really old, especially Mercedes Lewis is like 40 plus now at this point. So you got to give the old folks a little bit of a chance to rest up. And then Kyler Gordon was present but did not participate in the team period. And Braxton Jones and TJ Edwards continue to work their way back into full participation. So it seems like, maybe very minor injuries for both Braxton and TJ Edwards. Not sure what's up with Kyler Gordon, but he should be back relatively soon. So nothing too big on the injury front. But talking about what actually happened in practice. So as I mentioned, it was a great day out of Caleb Williams, probably his best day of practice up to this point. According to Bear Report, he said that overall a good day for Caleb Williams. He started off doing well in 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 drills. First team offense couldn't find the end zone in 2-minute drill. According to Moriano, he said that Caleb Williams just connected with Steven Carlson on a seam route in the middle of the field. It was a back shoulder throw and Williams hit his tight end in stride. According to Moriano, again, he said that the first team muted offense just finished its first session versus the starting defense. Caleb Williams completed a pass to DJ Moore on a screen pass, but Josh Blackwell was there to stop the play. Williams also connected with Roma Dunze and hit Moore again on an in route for a decent gain. Tyreek Stevenson had tight coverage on Moore. And then, according to 79th and House podcast, this is one of the biggest plays of the day right here. Caleb found Tyler Scott for what looked like a 30 to 35 yard gain. It was on busted coverage, but he went through his progression. So, a lot of positive big plays by the offense today in practice. Okay, a big play to Tyler Scott. Again, he already hit a deep play to Tyler Scott a couple days ago. So, love to see the two connecting again. Maybe Tyler Scott could be a deep threat on this offense every once in a while to take the top off of a defense. Tyler Scott could be that guy if he can just be consistent with his hands and his route running down the field. So love to see that, positivity out of Tyler Scott. But I also want to point out again, Caleb hitting his backup tight end, Steven Carlson, on that back shoulder throw in stride, because that's the type of throw that can take a lot of practice, a lot of reps to really develop that chemistry. And Caleb, with his backup tight end that he probably does not have a whole lot of chemistry with yet, to be able to hit that throw in stride, be accurate with that throw, have the right timing on that throw, it really shows you that Caleb has a natural feel for the game that some of the top quarterbacks in the NFL do, okay? And I don't think many Bears quarterbacks have really had that feel for the game. Again, maybe I'm just overreacting. It's only practice, okay? I got to calm down and chill sometimes and realize these are only practice reports, but there's just so many things we're seeing out of camp, out of Caleb, that we have not really seen out of previous Bears quarterbacks in the past. And don't take my word for it, take the media reporter's words, okay? According to Zach Pearson, he said that Caleb Williams looked sharp today to open up the drills, getting the ball out quick, being decisive. And according to Barb Chair Scott, who also is a reporter for the Bears, he said that I'm just going to say this, and this is no shade to the previous quarterback, but I'm seeing shit from 18 this camp that I didn't see the last 2 years. No hate to Justin Fields whatsoever, okay? Obviously, all of us Bears fans are rooting for Justin Fields to have a successful career. with the Pittsburgh Steelers, we wish him the best. We still did him dirty with the terrible team we put around him in the early parts of his career. But according to these reports, guys, like Caleb is showing stuff, in practice so far that our previous quarterback and our other previous quarterbacks really have not. Okay, he's impressing the media that much. He's impressing his teammates that much. He's just, showing things that you see sometimes out of veterans. And I think that really just comes down to having a natural feel for the game. Okay, some of the top quarterbacks in football, they have this instinct for the game that you really can't teach. Okay, you can work as hard as you want at something, but if you don't have that natural instinct, that natural killer mentality, it's really hard to be a top quarterback in this league. But I think that Caleb has all the tools and the intangibles to be that top quarterback for the Chicago Bears. And I can only pray and hope that he's going to turn into that finally for our franchise. So a lot of good stuff out of Caleb, DJ Moore, and Rome Odunze also made fantastic plays as mentioned in the earlier reports. And Keenan Allen obviously was out, so Tyler Scott took over for him and made a big time play going down the field. So a pretty good day out of the offense. We have not gotten much running back reports though. I've been looking around for, reports about the running backs, but it seems like it's been relatively quiet on that front. So when I go on Saturday, I'll try to get you guys, updates from the Bears running backs, how they're looking, Roshan Johnson, Khalil Herbert, and DeAndre Swift, obviously. But obviously without pads, you can only do so much as a running back. There's not too much to be taken away from those practices. But switching over to the Bears defense now, the Bears defense also made their fair share of plays. Okay, the offense probably made more plays today, but the defense also battled and won the 2-minute drill actually at the end of practice. So according to Zach Pearson, he said that Bears 2-minute drill gets down to the 6-yard line, down 21-17, but they can't find the end zone because Tarek Stevenson had a PBU on Odunze. Drive ended with Tremaine Edmonds breaking up a pass to Cole Kmet in the end zone. So good to see the Bears defense, battling in the 2-minute drill. And yesterday they lost that drill. Today it seems like the Bears defense won that drill and closed out the game. I do want to talk about Jack Sanborn because he made a phenomenal play. So according to Pat the Designer, he said that Caleb Williams was trying to fit a pass into Gerald Everett until Jack Sanborn broke perfectly on the ball for the PBU, and Moriano provided more detail. He said that Jack Sanborn almost intercepted Caleb Williams in the team period. He was targeting Gerald Everett on an out route, but Sanborn jumped the route and almost came away with a pick. Don't forget about Jack Sanborn, guys, okay? With adding Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards, Jack Sanborn has kind of fallen back and not been in the spotlight as much as he was in his rookie year. But, if he gets chances this year, I guarantee you he's going to make some big-time plays for the Chicago Bears. His tackling ability and his abilities, even in coverage, I know he's not the fastest and most athletic guy, but he made a few plays in coverage in his rookie year that were really damn impressive, okay? Especially in that Lions game. He should have had the game-winning pick in that game, with which the refs called back for some BS reason, but there's a lot to like out of Jack Sanborn, okay? The fact that he is such a hard-nosed, old-school kind of football player is just such a big asset to the Bears defense to have him at strong side backer as basically our third linebacker, right? That's a luxury that the Bears have, to have a guy like Jack Sanborn kind of buried on the depth chart at linebacker, only going to play, obviously, in formations where you have 3 linebackers. NFL defenses are nickel most of the time anyway, so it's not like Jack Sanborn gets a whole lot of chances, but when he is on the football field, he has shown the ability to make some plays, and hopefully he can be given opportunities to do that this year with the Chicago Bears defense. Talking more about the Bears defense, so according to Moriano, he said that during the first team session, the Bears had Montez Sweat and Jacob Martin on the edges, and Dominique Robinson and Zach Pickens inside for a rep. Eberflus did state that he was going to change things up on the offensive and the defensive lines, and he has been true to that. Okay, he's been switching around guys a lot. I'm sure Javon Dexter has taken a few snaps at edge, probably. Mostly worked inside, obviously, but maybe he's worked a little bit at edge. It seems like Dominique Robinson now is working a little bit inside as well. And, it's cool to see them trying out new things. I'm not really sure Dominique Robinson has what it takes to be an NFL player based on what he has shown on tape so far. It's been a bad first 2 years of his NFL career, but he did have the athletic profile and the upside to maybe blossom into a starter eventually with more development. Remains to be seen if that happened, but if Dominique Robinson can have, a comeback type of season, I would be all for that, okay? The Bears defensive line needs as much help as it can get in regards to depth. And talking more about the Bears defensive line, I also want to talk about the rookie Austin Booker, because according to our defensive coordinator, Eric Washington, he said that there's a lot of positives. I saw a lot of things I'm excited about: his hand usage, his ability to counter. I'm sure that Eric Washington might have been a reason why we drafted Austin Booker in the first place. I'm sure he kind of signed off on him, as did Matt Eberflus and obviously Ryan Poles. And there's just so much upside in this guy, okay? According to NFL scouts, like, this guy, if he went back to college, people thought he maybe could be a round 2 pick or even a late round 1 pick, okay? That's how high some people were on Austin Booker. Now, he came out early and barely played at all in college football, so he does not have the experience, really. That's why he's, slid in the draft, probably, and is very raw, has to be coached up. But if the Bears defensive coaches can coach him up properly, this could be a steal by Ryan Poles. Okay, watch out for Austin Booker in the preseason games to see how good he can be early for the Chicago Bears. And lastly, I want to end this video by talking about a fun little update. So according to Nicholas Moriano, he said that Tyreek Stevenson just playfully tried to tackle Matt Eberflus after the kickoff team finished its drill. The Flus was ready to break that tackle. Eberflus is like 54 years old, so Tyreek Stevenson has to chill a little bit, try not to break our coach's spine, but it's really fun to see our, really the chemistry blossoming now with our team, okay, with the coaches and the players. Like, I've not felt this level of energy regarding the Chicago Bears in like a long time, probably since 2018, honestly, where all the players are so close. Like, they're having fun with each other, they're joking around, they're doing things like this, where it just shows you how tight-knit this group has become. And a tight-knit, close football team is a better football team. Playing a sport like football, you have to be close with your brothers, and teams that are closer and more connected are usually better football teams. So glad to see the Bears, connecting and bonding with each other. But that's all for today's video, guys. Leave your comments down below what you guys think about today's practice. Again, no practice tomorrow, so no video tomorrow, but I'll be back with a video on Thursday. The video on Thursday might be out a little bit later because I will have my day job responsibilities to take care of. I think I will be a little bit busier on that day, so the video that day might be out maybe in the evening. So I appreciate your guys' patience on that, but leave your comments down below. As always, bear down.